You know what, just for my own sanity here, I think we are gonna shift gears a bit. We'll come back to Spider right away, but I think I just need a bit of a revamp, a pick-me-up of somewhere else so that I don't do anything too stupid here. You really think I should wear regen? Yeah, you're probably right. Not if I go to Shoals. But otherwise, is there anything ice-themed in Spider? I guess the only thing we would have to be really cautious of in that case are the Pharaoh ants, because of the simulacrums they summon. That could get real nasty real fast with my vulnerability to cold. I guess rings. No cold resistance. Ring of Ice, though? It's expensive, but we could buy that, because that would at least kind of soothe my brain a little bit. Ooh, Ring of Willpower. That's also real nice. Oops. Or oof, rather. I think we are going to go to Shoals. Just dip our heads in. We might end up leaving right away. I honestly am not too sure how I'm feeling about things overall here. Definitely could get myself killed if I'm not careful. Just because I'm super excited about this run. And hubris, again, at an all-time high. Just absurd levels of overconfidence going into this. But there we go. That's definitely a little bit more like it. If I could just get enemies trying to kill me the old-fashioned way, no special abilities, none of this silly confusion stuff, then how could we possibly lose? Hey, Jazzy, been a minute. How are you doing, my friend? How's your week been? Is it now worth training Evo? We've gone a few more wands, still no rechargeable evocables besides Zom's chessboard piece. Yikes. Just fighting? For lack of better ideas, more than any strategic reasoning. What's good? How's it going? Oh, it's been well on my end as well. Or been well on my end too, I should say. Definitely been keeping busy. Work has been pretty wild, but catching up and things are going well. Yeah, spellcasting. Are we now to the point where I could, again, Fulminant Prism always has that high cap. I can at least cast everything still. In fact, easily. Part of this is just having pretty solid intelligence as well. Oh, me oh my. Ice caves are potentially terrifying. But it could also be likely to have some cold resistance gear in it. So I'm gonna risk it. Please all die to the blast. Ooh, not quite. Hate that. If I can just keep them at a distance, we'll be okay. Fantastic. And nothing we can't handle. Oh, until just an ice dragon comes out. Sir, what the heck are you doing here? Oh, man. That's a lot of damage coming in from that cold breath. Don't love that. We do have 3 resistance potions, so I could resort to that. It's not a guarantee that this works out for us, though. Again, like Mana Viper to kind of delay works, but they're not going to hold off a dragon very long. I think like 1 solid hit and they're taken care of. Dusted completely. So yeah, and all of our spells are just so health expensive. If they're not dealing immediate damage, it's a hard argument to make. 90 health on you and 3d 19 on the Fulminant Prism. So those 2 are not going to kill you, is what I'm getting out of this. And pretty much no chance to paralyze. 33% chance. 33% chance, and it works. Never a doubt in my mind, of course. All calculated, perfectly planned and strategic, and we are genius. Oh crap, there's another one. No! That's not fair. We had a deal. Okay. Yada da. Da 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 da. I need to be careful of when I come out of, or when our friend here comes out of sleepiness. Holy moly. But ice dragon scales. Interesting. Color me intrigued. What can I drop here? I probably should have dropped some more stuff before walking in here. My bad. Out of curiosity, if I put these on, I can cast everything except Noxious Bog. So at the very least, while we are in this ice cave, I am going to wear Ice Dragon armor. A White Draconian? Really? Holy moly, is that allowed? That's a stronger enemy than I expected to come out of the orange statue there. I guess Ice Cave and S tier? Or S branch? You know, I said it as if that should explain this, but these still feel like tough hit dice enemies. Draconians and dragons, oh my. Maybe I just leave? And that's that. I mean, Ice Dragon skills, they give us decent AC. They actually give us a point in resistance to cold instead of just kind of negating our vulnerability. I don't hate them. That much for sure. I know for sure. I think we are just going to leave here, though. Oh, man. So the reason why I immediately hesitate, even after saying that, is if I can get through these two, I can kill this statue without any risk to myself. With Fulminant Prism. Fulminant Prism, pretty wild against statues and, like, Oak plants. The issue therein, though, is I do have to survive these summons. I'm not feeling great about my ability to do so. Like, even the paralysis play, chance to affect, oh, 37, it actually does still work against both of you. Interesting. Try it once, and I think that's it, because if I take hits from both of you, of course damage is going to be halved here, so we have 36 off this son of a gun, and then the 42 off of you. So at least survivable if I'm just leaving. If I'm fighting, though, I don't love it. Oh, ice caves. So close yet so far. I'm gonna leave. Maybe not the right move, but at the end of the day here, I'd rather just play it a little bit safer after how things have been going for us recently. And I'm gonna try and be kind of sneaky with our Javelineer friend here. You're proud of me, Den Rennie. You know, I learned it from the best. I learned it from watching you. Okay, Javelineer now does have sight range to us, which is not great. So, what do we wish to do here? Let's double check some odds here. 21% chance to paralyze you is not great. You could just die in this upcoming explosion. Could Ice Blast, definitely on our end, to just kind of cement in the damage. In fact, I don't hate that. And then, come on, Sphere, or Prism, whatever shape you are. Perfect. Oh, and a Sky Shark. Hello, my friend. Well, we can at least keep you from getting too bloodthirsty. Fantastic. Oh, me oh my. We definitely seem to be doing okay so far in Shoals. Haven't had a lot to really test our metal. Of course, we're in that classic annoying phase of being an innately flying species, which just means that we have to be careful of where we're exploring here. Stop it. Oh my gosh, merfolk. You're not even, like, doing that much damage. You're just annoying me. Which is truly one of the worst crimes that someone can commit. Okie dokie. Yeah, we need to be careful that we're not going too deep here. If we find a kraken, however it said, we should, we very likely could die, I guess, is what I'm trying to boil it down to. So we're going to be, you know, cognizant and cautious of that. Of course, the flip side is that at least by being able to fly, we're not slowed down as we run for our lives. Man, but we are just in wide open space against constant airstrikes. 2d23. Man, oh man. 38% chance to sleep you, though, and we do indeed manage to do so. Let's just drop 2 prisms on your head and then walk to our stairwell to heal up. And I guess we just slow down a little bit to a crawl here. You know, we were making good pace, but there's nothing wrong with taking it a little bit easy to just try to ensure some level of security in ourselves here. See how it goes. Spam more prisms, blast to short range unless they come to you. No, definitely will. When I first enter a floor, I like to be a little more cautious with the prisms, just because of how much noise they make. Specifically on the first floor of a zone when we only have the one entrance. So if we get it blocked off, then we may be kind of screwing ourselves over for the future as well. But, you know, barring that, we should be all right. Oh my gosh, starting to get real surrounded though. Hello, my friends. Ooh, Mesmerize almost pulling me into my own blast too. Yikes. Barbs in my skin. Gosh darn it, Barbara. Why have you forsaken me? Well, that's fine. We have a nice little grid of prisms here that we can keep just surrounding ourselves in, and that is perfect. Or I guess close to. Hello. Come one, come all. Barb is still attached to us here. Barbs, plural. But we can drop a couple of these spheres and then just... Why do I keep calling them spheres? I guess it's too used to Orb of Destruction. But prisms, Torinski, prisms. Very, very different. Very, very different indeed. But okie dokie, that should be most of the first floor here. Just the sheer number of bookstores that we found on this character has been absurd so far. But that is fine at the end of the day. At least doesn't look like we have a kraken, so I'll let Auto Explore finish off the area. Oh me, oh my. Orb would definitely be nice. No, I'm always a fan of Orb of Destruction. But let us get some of these prisms out here. Fortunately, heal up from the amount of damage output we can send into the ether here. Unfortunately, this net is a real pain in the rear here for us, though. Holy cow. What's the spell level range for the next spell? 6-7 or 7-8? I never remember. So we got 5-5-6, so that makes me think that it's going to be 6-7. Is that true? So we got 4-5, we got 5. 5-6, we got 5. 6-7, we got 6. It could be 7-8. Does it increment every single time? Or are there any that are doubled up? Perfect. Okay, I need to break out of this net. Hello, my turtle friend. Let's get you out of the water. You're a little too fast here. But there we go. That is much more achievable and not too shabby. Holy moly. Well, not the end of the world at least. Nothing we can't handle here in Shoals so far. It's interesting how much our health fluctuates though. With the increased cost to our spells, and then the delayed damage of something like Prism means that we're constantly going down to half, and then our Prisms blow up, and suddenly we go almost all the way to full. It's not the most comfortable way to play the game for sure. I think that much is more than fair to say. Hello, my water-faring friends. You're all going to be much faster than I would like, of course. But we're just going to do what we can here to lay out as many of these prisms as possible. And get hit by another net as a Manticore comes from the other direction. We're Corona'd, just, you know, all the best of things going on here. But again, go up to full health as soon as our prism explodes. Hell yeah. Experience level 17 is 6-7. That's correct. Okay, good to know. Don't know exactly what all we'd be hoping for here. I guess, yeah, some more consistent like damage spells would be nice. I mean, at level 6 and level 7, we're not getting a lot of incredible AoE, but we could find ourselves with some very nice single target damage. Specifically, I'm thinking of Iron Shot. Something like that could be lovely to find. I'm gonna keep just kind of blocking shots from these sons of guns. Perfect. Oh shoot, that's not what I meant to do. Oh me oh my. Okay, so that one's gonna explode. Oh geez, my health is looking real rough as well. Let's fix that while we can. What can I do against these sons of guns? Because, yeah, as you were saying, range. I don't got a lot of it right now. The only spots, I guess I can kind of drop behind you kids now, at least. So that's something. And then, if do I risk hitting myself? Chances are they'll blow it up or kill it before it has the chance to prime and explode. But if they don't, yikes. So, do I instead just do something like an Ice Blast? At 55 health. Could start taking more damage than I'd like right away, but there we go. Okay, we at least kill them, and then I can Momentum Strike you. Struggle against the net a bit, and not too shabby. Holy moly. Yeah, Orb of Destruction is 7, is it? So Orb or Iron Shot would be really nice. Ignition, we aren't quite at that stage yet, but not too far off here. What to do against you, my friend. Don't forget about Fog, useful in Shoals sometimes. Yeah, we have 4 Fog Scrolls, so we have an okay collection in that regard. Definitely will keep in mind, especially if we come across too many more of our lovely javelin-wielding friends. But we'll see how it all goes down. And then, yeah, I'm always slightly concerned against Avatar here, that they'll pull me into my own blast. You son of a gun. How rude. Which is very, very dangerous. So let's be a little bit cautious dealing with those sons of guns. I'm guessing you were the flock for our Cyclops friend that we saw earlier. Though there could always be more of you waiting in the wings, or more Cyclops by that token. Holy moly. Okay, at least things getting a bit trickier for us has done wonders in slowing me down. Which I think we were in desperate need of. There was a while there that I was definitely baiting myself into some nastiness. And we get Monstrous Menagerie. Huh. Summons a powerful exotic creature to the caster's aid. So we get a Manticore, a Lindworm, or a high power Ignis Sphinx. Interesting. And sustain 2 creatures summoned by the spell. So summoning, not exactly what I was hoping for. I've never actually used Monstrous Menagerie. What's the general consensus on this? Just the fact that it's not one of the summoning spells that's kind of tossed around makes me not super confident in it, but when push comes to shove, and when you're playing a Djinni, you know, you use whatever tools you have available in your kit, so we may just find out for ourselves. It does also kind of elucidate to us that we're now at the point where in our heavier armor, we're going to need more training. So now is where I will start pivoting back into spellcasting, and we'll get some of that sorted out for our future.